So we're going to make a dal. Pretty simple. I just do it with all the ingredients and add them at my leisure. I've got a bit of ghee in the pan and chopped up an onion, a little bay leaf for happiness sake in there. You want to start with a low flame. We've got a little do-it-yourself curry kit here. We've got some sweet potatoes, got the chili, turmeric, salt, pink Himalayan rock salt, just a bunch of different herbs, oreganos, and just different flavours, some mint, and some cumin seeds and coriander seeds, and a little bit of cinnamon as well. Onions are sauteing. As they break down, you want to start to add some of the spices. A little cinnamon stick, just sit in there. I'm going to add the cumin and coriander seeds just to that. As you can see, we're getting a good bit of colour on those onions, covered in those beautiful spices as well. I'm also going to add the chili, turmeric and salt in there now. You have yourself a really nice curry base there now. Something just really simple, and that you can basically on top of this add any vegetables or any meats that you want. I'm going to add sweet potatoes and the lentils. So once the onion is fried up with a bit of colour to your happiness, as to me it's getting a nice temperature, you can then go ahead and begin to turn that into a bit of a gravy. At this stage, I'll add the potatoes in, now there's a bit of water in there and it's hot, and then get them starting to cook as well. This is the point where I like to do an initial taste test, just to see what kind of seasoning I need. There's a good spiciness there. It does need a little bit of salt. Now for a dal, you need lentils, of course. I've chosen red lentils as they take a little bit quicker to cook and they come up with a nice creamy flavour, and you don't necessarily need to soak them as other lentils prefer to be soaked overnight or over a period of 8 to 12 hours. Before I increase the gravy, I'll get them in there and start to put the flavour onto them. Red lentils, they'll be lovely. Give them a nice stir around. Now you want to cover the lentils with all of the gravy, just to get a little flavour all over them and make sure they're all nice and wet, and then start to build up with the water as well. As I've added cold water, this is a good stage to cover it up. We'll let that steam. Give it a stir every 15 minutes or so, just to keep the flavours moving around and let it cook up a bit. Just while that's cooking, I'm going to grab some greens to put into the curry, just to help add a little bit more nutrients to that. Here we have some sweet potato leaves, which are actually really marvellous, great added to curries. I'm just going to grab a few here. These are very nutritious leaves. They can be used for many different things. Bit of a peppery taste. Should be a good amount. So we've added the sweet potato leaves, and we'll add the herbs as well. So I put the herbs and the sweet potato leaves in, and I'm just going to let them cook down for another 10-20 minutes, and then I should be able to turn it off and say it's done.